your hair looks beautiful for a woman of your age. A lot of times there's thinning. Is that
Thinning?
do you have pieces? Nothing?
Yeah, of course. Of course do I have pieces. Are you out of your mind?
Can I take them to my mother too?
Here.
Coroner's report that said that she died, it was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And
disturbing new details emerging tonight about the death of Joan Rivers. One of the doctors reportedly conducted an unauthorized procedure on her and then took a selfie in the operating room.
The news broke 4 days ago on the 24th of July. The personal chef of former US President Barack Obama was found dead. His name was Tafari Campbell. He was 45 years old. Several uncomfortable questions have sprung up around Campbell's death. Was it an accident? Or did something sinister happen? Social media is filled with theories, including the claim that Campbell was secretly writing a tell-all book on the Obamas.
That old clip of Joan Rivers still shocks people. A reporter tells her, "Your hair looks beautiful for a woman of your age." And Joan fires back with that classic sharp humor. When asked if she had hair pieces, she laughs and says, "Of course." That was Joan. Bold, sarcastic, fearless. But when the conversation shifts to her death, the tone gets heavy fast. Some online posts claim a coroner ruled her death a homicide and found toxins in her body. That is not accurate. The official medical examiner's report determined Joan Rivers died from brain damage caused by a lack of oxygen during a medical procedure. It was classified as a therapeutic complication, not homicide. In August 2014, Joan went in for what was supposed to be a routine upper endoscopy. According to reports, she consented to that procedure in writing. However, investigators later found that an additional laryngoscopy was performed and a biopsy was taken from her vocal cords. Those extra procedures reportedly were not clearly authorized in advance. During the procedure, Joan's oxygen levels dropped. The medical examiner concluded she suffered hypoxic brain damage due to respiratory arrest. Her family later filed a malpractice lawsuit citing negligence and unauthorized procedures. That lawsuit was settled in 2016, but the terms were not made public. Another disturbing detail surfaced during the investigation. Reports stated that a doctor present allegedly took a selfie while Joan was under anesthesia. That detail outraged the public and led to disciplinary action against medical staff involved. The clinic later faced penalties, and certain doctors were barred from practicing in New York. Now here's where speculation takes over. Some believe Joan had made controversial jokes about powerful political figures shortly before her death, and that a clip of her comments was removed from circulation. However, there is no verified evidence linking her death to political retaliation. The official findings remain tied to medical complications. Then the narrative jumps to Tafari Campbell, the personal chef who worked for former President Barack Obama. In July 2023, Campbell tragically drowned while paddleboarding near Martha's Vineyard. Authorities ruled it an accidental drowning after recovery efforts. Despite online rumors about secret books or hidden knowledge, there is no official evidence suggesting foul play. Wendy Williams' name also gets pulled into these theories. Wendy and Joan were friendly, and Wendy has publicly questioned certain celebrity deaths over the years. Wendy herself has faced serious health challenges and was placed under a guardianship arrangement due to medical concerns. There is no verified legal evidence showing her guardianship was orchestrated to silence her. It's easy to see how people start connecting dots when multiple public figures face health crises or tragic endings. Joan Rivers dies after a medical procedure. Tafari Campbell drowns unexpectedly. Wendy Williams faces health struggles and legal oversight. The timeline feels dramatic. But drama does not equal conspiracy. The confirmed facts in Joan Rivers' case are tragic on their own. A procedure went wrong. Her family pursued legal action and reached a settlement. Regulatory boards disciplined the doctors involved. Those are documented outcomes. When it comes to rumors about toxins, political revenge, or coordinated silencing, none of those claims have been supported by official investigations. The medical examiner's report did not cite poisoning. It cited complications during a procedure. In high-profile cases, especially involving outspoken celebrities like Joan Rivers, Speculation spreads fast. Add in resurfaced video clips and unresolved anger about medical negligence, and the internet fills in the blanks.
Hey,
So are you into politics?
not at all. I think
Me
they're
neither.
all
No,
morons.
I actually am.
I hate them.
Do you hate them all? I kind of do
hate
too.
them all,
I used
yeah.
to love watching the cable news shows.
Don't have a uterus, I'm not interested.
I don't want to hear you talk about it. I
Don't
don't want
wanna
a
hear-
panel of men telling us about contraception and health plans.
But filling in blanks is not the same as proving intent. Joan's death was ruled a medical tragedy tied to procedural complications. Tafari Campbell's death was ruled an accidental drowning. Wendy Williams' guardianship is tied to documented health evaluations. Those are the verified facts as they stand. Everything beyond that remains in the realm of theory, not confirmed evidence. And when discussing real people and real tragedies, that distinction matters. Reports confirmed that the doctor involved in Joan Rivers' procedure was not authorized to perform a biopsy at that clinic and was not certified to operate there in that capacity. During the procedure, her vocal cords reportedly swelled, cutting off oxygen and leading to cardiac arrest. The official medical examiner ruled her death a complication from the procedure due to lack of oxygen, not poisoning. Now, let's address the cyanide rumors, because this is where things spiral fast. Online, cyanide gets labeled as Hollywood's favorite poison, but there is no verified evidence supporting that claim. Cyanide is a highly detectable substance in toxicology reports, and medical examiners are trained to identify it. Some internet personalities, including a former bodyguard known as Big Homie CC, have accused Diddy of poisoning multiple people, including Jamie Foxx. These are serious accusations. However, there is no confirmed FBI statement, no public toxicology report, and no court filing proving Jamie Foxx was poisoned by cyanide. Jamie Foxx was hospitalized in 2023 for a serious medical emergency. His family described it as a medical complication, but specific details were not publicly disclosed. Foxx later returned to public appearances and did not confirm poisoning claims. As of now, those allegations remain unverified. The bodyguard in interviews claimed he personally tested positive for cyanide multiple times after drinking at clubs. He also claimed pneumonia can result from cyanide exposure. Medical experts state that cyanide poisoning is acute and often rapidly fatal if untreated. It does not typically present as recurring pneumonia over years without detection. Toxicology tests would clearly confirm its presence. Extraordinary claims require documented evidence. Right now, there are no public medical records, lab results, or legal proceedings confirming these cyanide accusations against Diddy. The speculation then extends to the idea that someone would poison witnesses to prevent testimony. That theory gets repeated often in conspiracy discussions. But again, without indictments or documented proof, it remains speculation. Malik Obama, Barack Obama's half-brother, has also made cryptic tweets that people interpret as fueling conspiracy narratives. Cryptic social media posts, however, are not verified evidence of criminal acts. Now Wendy Williams' name gets brought back into the mix. Some online voices claim Wendy suggested Joan Rivers was poisoned because of controversial jokes about politicians. Wendy has publicly questioned aspects of Joan's death before, but there is no official toxicology report stating cyanide was found in Joan's system. The medical examiner's report in Joan Rivers' case did not list cyanide poisoning. It cited hypoxic brain injury due to respiratory arrest during the procedure. Yes, Joan Rivers was outspoken and made bold political jokes. Yes, she likely upset powerful people at times. But being controversial does not automatically mean someone orchestrated a poisoning. The pattern here is clear: a tragic medical complication, a celebrity health scare, and outspoken personalities get woven together into one dramatic narrative. Add the word cyanide, and it instantly sounds sinister. But toxicology science is precise. If cyanide were present in a high-profile death, it would be documented. High-profile autopsies undergo detailed review. As of now, Joan Rivers' death was ruled a medical complication during a procedure. Jamie Foxx's medical emergency has not been officially linked to poisoning. There are no criminal convictions proving Diddy poisoned anyone with cyanide. No public toxicology reports confirm cyanide in these cases. When serious allegations like poisoning are made, evidence matters. Lab results matter. Court filings matter. Rumors can move faster than facts, especially when powerful names are involved. But repeating a claim does not turn it into proof. Until verified medical documentation or legal findings say otherwise, these cyanide accusations remain unproven allegations circulating online. And when accusations involve life, death, and criminal intent, the standard of proof must stay high. That old Joan Rivers clip gets brought up a lot. She's joking about someone showing up with a date, tossing out her usual shock humor, and the audience laughs. That was Joan's brand. Edgy, uncomfortable, pushing the line every single time. But now people are looking back at everything she said through a darker lens. After Joan's passing, Wendy Williams' situation also became part of the conversation. Wendy was later placed under a court-ordered guardianship tied to documented health concerns. Some fans believe she was silenced before she could spill secrets, but there is no court evidence showing her guardianship was created to suppress information. Guardianships are legal processes based on medical evaluations, not gossip. Now, let's talk about Joan's political jokes because that's where many of these conspiracy theories start. In the 1980s, Joan made sharp jokes about Queen Elizabeth and Princess Diana during late-night appearances. She mocked posture, fashion, royal stiffness, classic Joan style. She got backlash, but she kept going. In 1992, she crossed a line that many people still bring up. During Bill Clinton's presidential campaign, she made a harsh comment about his daughter Chelsea Clinton's appearance. Chelsea was only 12 years old at the time. That joke drew serious criticism, and Joan later acknowledged it was one of the moments that hurt her career. It's important to be clear, making an inappropriate joke about a child is wrong, but it is not evidence of a political assassination plot. In later interviews, Joan openly said she disliked politicians in general. She criticized lawmakers for focusing on campaigning instead of governing. She even joked about male politicians discussing women's health issues. Those comments were controversial, yes. But comedians criticizing politicians is nothing new. Now here's where speculation ramps up. Some people claim Joan made comments about powerful figures shortly before her death and that a clip disappeared from the internet. They believe her death weeks later wasn't a coincidence. But the official medical report states she died from brain damage caused by lack of oxygen during a medical procedure. Her family sued for malpractice and settled. The clinic faced consequences. That is the documented outcome. There is no official investigation concluding her death was linked to political retaliation. Now back to Wendy Williams. Supporters argue Wendy knew things and stayed quiet out of fear. Others believe her health struggles were genuine and unrelated to industry drama. Medical professionals cited cognitive and health concerns as part of the reason for guardianship. There has been no court ruling proving she was declared crazy to silence her. It's easy to build a storyline. Outspoken comedian mocks powerful people, dies unexpectedly during a medical procedure, close friend later faces health crisis, and suddenly it feels like a pattern. But patterns can form in hindsight without evidence of coordination. Some online commenters point to Joan's delivery style, saying she blinked differently when she was serious versus joking. That's body language analysis from social media, not forensic proof. Others argue she wouldn't have made certain remarks unless she knew something was true. But comedians often exaggerate, speculate, and provoke without insider knowledge. The human mind naturally searches for meaning when tragedy strikes. When someone bold and controversial dies unexpectedly, it feels bigger than an accident. But the verified facts remain. Joan Rivers died due to complications during a medical procedure. A malpractice lawsuit was filed and settled. Wendy Williams' guardianship was tied to documented health concerns. There is no official ruling linking Joan's death to political revenge. Speculation thrives when trust in institutions is low. When people feel powerful figures escape accountability, every coincidence feels intentional. But serious accusations, especially about murder, require serious proof. Right now, there is no confirmed legal evidence that Joan's jokes led to her death. There is no documented proof that Wendy was silenced to protect politicians. That doesn't mean people won't keep questioning. It just means the line between suspicion and verified fact must stay clear. In stories involving power, politics, and celebrity, emotion runs high. But the courts rely on evidence, not vibes, not timing, not viral comments. And until that evidence changes, the official findings stand as they are.